If you're seeing this, just know that if you want to leave the country, you can always come back. Your move, it does not have to be permanent. It could be a temporary move. So here's some just motivation and some tidbits and words of wisdom from someone that has moved abroad and come back 3 times. So yes, I have moved abroad 3 times before, 2 times to Spain and 1 time to Colombia and Costa Rica. So I guess maybe 4 times. But all of this to say, you can always come back. I feel like I choose to move abroad, especially when there's too much noise in the US. I feel like the US can be overstimulating sometimes. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to get away from the noise. I need to force myself into a different environment to be able to think, to be able to creatively just stimulate my mind. And I feel like that's a very extreme way of just going about life. But I think that for those that can do this and those that can move back comfortably and are just comfortable with where they're at in their career, I feel like you can move abroad and come back. So the first time that I left, I lived in Spain for a month. The second time that I lived in Spain for almost 6 months. It might have been 5 months. And the third time that I left, I was stressed from the inside out. And I lived abroad for maybe about 2 months or maybe a month and a half. So a lot of times I do it and it's the extreme way of just resetting myself. I think being in a different country and forcing myself in a mode where I need to grow, especially in transitional periods, is something that I use as a tool to continue to get by in life. I am a fan of just restarting. Like, I'm not afraid to start over. I'm not afraid to start fresh when I come back to the US. I'm not afraid of pausing things and doing a complete rebrand. And I will say that a lot of times you don't need a rebrand. You just need to go forward and complete the ideas that you've started or the inklings that you've gotten within yourself to do certain things. Like, you just need to be obedient to what you've been told to do and the path that you've been on that has been working, or might not be working, and that's when you have to start fresh. But a lot of times some people just need a rebrand, and some people just need to have a continuation, and some people literally need to just start something new. So again, I'm all in favor of, you don't have to leave the US permanently. A lot of people are like, wait. And for me, like, I'm like, I like my life in Atlanta. I like moving, I like going to different things, but at the same time, I'm just like, I need a break. I need a break because especially Atlanta, like, there's so much stimuli, and I'm just like, wow, like this hustle and bustle, this hustle culture is very draining. So how can I still get my taste of living abroad, my taste of resetting and being in someone else's country, learning something new and stimulating my brain? Because I'm a natural creative. I think that's why I end up always doing these stints of living abroad and coming back. And I know some people might be like, well, why don't you just stay? Because I have family and friends here. I still do like the city, but it's just like, I need a taste of a different country. I need a taste of something even cheaper and fresher. Especially sometimes I also move because I'm like, my nervous system, when I was stressed, I got the rashes all down my back. I was breaking out and absolutely no products were curing it, except realizing that it was stress and I need to remove stress from my life. So what extreme way to do that than to literally move away from all the stressful environments? Like, my apartment was leaking, my ceiling was falling out, the maintenance wasn't doing anything. I was having random men come in my apartment at random hours of the day. I was starting to not feel safe. I needed to step away. And my move was almost like a rebrand in a way too, because I filled up a whole 10 foot by 10 foot storage unit of things that I was dragging along that was just added baggage. And I just needed to step away, see the mess in my life and clear it up and start anew. Okay? For me, it was just starting anew, and then continuing and being obedient with some of the things that I felt like were laid on my heart that I needed to do. But yeah, I hope this is your sign that like you don't have to consider the move as something that you have to literally up and change your life permanently, and you can never come back, and you can never continue the life that you once had, but as a better version of yourself. You can. You do not have to stay abroad permanently, and it just might not be a fit for you. You might go to that country and be like, you know what, actually, I don't want to live there long term. Let me come back to the US, but now I feel fresh. Now my nervous system has reset. I'm not having stress rashes. I'm eating better. I have developed a new character, to make sure that I'm a strong woman when interacting with this deal, or a strong man interacting with this project, or you've taken a different look on how you can make money in your life, or you got a new job while you were away and you're coming back to something that you feel like is sustainable and stable. Like that can be the case. And you can come back and literally continue life. It's okay. I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. They're just like, oh yeah, I left the US, but they never talk about, okay, like, but I considered coming back. I did come back. Those are some things that you can do. You don't have to up in your life permanently off a decision that you made literally February 18th in 2026. You can choose to come back. I've said that multiple times, and I just want to assure you that you can come back. You don't have to stay away permanently, because that's a really big decision, and be like, oh wow, now I have to get a partner, now I have to continue life here, when you're not happy. I feel like we are taught the false narrative as a society that what we do, we need to stick with. But if it's not working, change it. Maneuver it, add some sauce to it, some spice, some seasonings. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to get that dream job and stay there for 30 years until you pass away. Like, that does not have to be your story. Your story can change and have different components. Like, you are living your life. You can make your decisions and try something new. Be the girl that tries living in California. Be the girl that tries living in Hawaii. Be the girl that tries living in Portugal, India, somewhere like South Africa, Costa Rica, Bahamas, Antarctica. And it doesn't even have to be about living somewhere different. It might be about like doing a whole new career, going back to school. It could be like starting a different hobby and learning how to play the piano at 45 years old. It could be literally picking up tennis and you're 62. It does not matter. Live your life, make your decisions, spice up your life. It does not have to be the same mundane routine every single day. That, like, you do not have to make your decision permanent to go to school and continue doing a career in something that you picked up when you were 18 years old. If you don't want to continue doing accounting and you'd rather do cybersecurity, you can make that decision to do that. I don't know why they don't tell us that you have the option to change your life, when in all actuality, you do have the autonomy to do that. So all of that to say, you can move abroad and you can come back too. Again, this is from someone that moved abroad 4 times.